Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are welcome. You're most welcome to AfriTeach. Yes, we're joining. Well done. Oh, you are. We're 1:45 already. Can we just give it just 2 more minutes and we will be ready? I know today is Sunday and people are coming back from church and all that. So please just give us 2 more minutes and Ms. Ekpeong, I'm sure you're ready. Hey.
Depending on what part of Africa or the world you're calling in from, it's good to have you all here this morning. Thank you, and thank you again, dear teachers, for joining in for today's celebration of World Teachers Day. Thank you. Can you give yourselves a round of applause? Nicely clapping in the chat room. Thank you. Well done. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. All right. My name is Rita Ekpeong, and I am the executive director. And I'm the executive director of AfriTeach, a pan-African organization which is dedicated to empowering educators and transforming the Africa's educational landscape. Thank you so much for logging in. I can assure you that you're in for an amazing time today. All right, today is all about you. So I want you all to start doing something for me very quickly. I want to get to know you better. I want you to please go to the chat room very quickly and put in your name and tell me where you're joining in from. Can I have your name, your country, your school? Thank you so much.
Rita, you're muted.
Thank you. Sorry, please, I was having a bit of technical issues here, so I had to sort it out. Thank you very much. Mr. Sam, can you please read out where people are joining in from? I can't do that from where I'm seated, please. Can you do that? That's what I'm trying to do here.
Amazing. I see people joining in from Lagos, from Asaba. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. From Nigeria, do I see Ghana somewhere? Am I seeing Ghana somewhere? Yes, I am.
I think that is Ghana. That is Ghana right there.
Yeah,
that's
Mr. Richard, welcome, sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
Amazing. Port Harcourt, beautiful Benin City. Oh, great. Thank you for joining. It's good to have you all here, global educators across Africa.
Kenya, any Kenya?
Kenya as well.
Any Kenya yet? Okay.
I've seen three from Kenya.
Oh, good.
And I've seen three from Kenya go up.
Oh, 3 from Kenya, Togo.
Yes, there should be more.
Togo.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Thank you very much. I can see that part of Nigeria, Abeokuta, Ibadan.
I can see someone from the UK. Woo! Thank you for joining. Amazing. Woo, another person from the UK, United Kingdom. Thank you for joining. Amazing. Another person from, do I see Rwanda? Rwanda.
Oh, I'm tapping.
Yay, I've seen someone from Rwanda. A teacher from Uganda is on the call. Amazing. 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 Good to have everyone on the call across Africa. It's so good to see you. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So because of time, I'm just going to go on. Thank you so much, dear teachers. Today is really all about you. You are the heartbeat of education across Africa and beyond. Thank you so much, teachers. The lessons that you teach, every word of encouragement you give to the children, and every sacrifice you make shapes the future in ways beyond, far beyond the classroom. Thank you so much. And that is why we're celebrating you today. Wow. And so on behalf of AfriTeach and the Transformational Teachers Network, I want to welcome you warmly to this special virtual celebration of Teachers Day tagged on the sofa. Thank you very much. All right. So this year's, who knows what the theme for this year's World Teachers Day is? All right, well, I'll tell you. It's recasting teaching as a collaborative profession. Recasting teaching as a collaborative profession. And if you agree with me, that's why we're here. We're here collaborating across borders, across cultures. It's so nice we can all come together as a family, work together, learn from each other, and grow together by God's grace. And I must say that AfriTeach is really about that. Collaboration is at the very heart of what we do at AfriTeach. And that's part of why we're doing this today as well. All right, now since we're on the sofa, I'm sure you can see that I'm sitting on the sofa. I want you all to do something special for me. I hope you are all seated on your own sofas. Sorry, please, can you all hear me? Some people sent messages that they can't hear me. Please, if you can hear me, can you please type in the chat room? Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right. Like I said, the theme for this year's World Teachers Day is recasting teaching as a collaborative profession. And for us at AfriTeach, that theme is so apt because really and truly, collaboration is at the heart of all that we do here in AfriTeach. It's about, like I said earlier on, learning together, working together, sharing together, and growing together as teachers. And look at us today, celebrating one another across cultures, across borders, different parts of Africa. We all come together as one family. How beautiful that is. And now, as I said before the volume went up, I'm seated on a sofa. Remember, today's event is tagged on the sofa. So I'm seated calmly on my sofa. I hope you all have a sofa you're sitting on right now as well. Okay. So I want you all to relax, please, okay? Now I want you all to do something really special.
Rita?
You can't come teachers say your own language. Can you do that for different languages? It'll be interesting to read what you're posting. Happy Teachers Day in your different languages.
Okay.
Let's see if I can you read?
Samuel, please take over. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me? Let's see, what are we saying?
We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you, Mr.
Speak
Samuel.
in your dialect, your local dialect. Happy Teachers Day. Thank you, Mr. Richard. Ooh, Eku. Please don't be angry if I do murder the words. Aku, Ajo, Aloko, and Allah, God knows what that means, but it's in Yoruba. Okay, great. Let's keep it coming. Okay, I have so many English people here. They're just saying Happy Teachers Day. That means we have a lot of person. Okay, we see Miss Shekinah from Rwanda. Thank you. I won't even attempt trying to read that out because I know I'm going to make it a lot of blunders. Now, this is amazing. I see Dr. Utheri from Kenya. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Happy Teachers Day. It's so beautiful to have teachers gathered, educators gathered from all over Africa here. All right, keep it coming. In the next 30 seconds, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to wrap this up in the next 30 seconds. Okay, do I still have one more person? Amazing, thank you. Happy Teachers Day. All right, now at this point, we're going to be welcoming someone really special, an amazing personality, an esteemed leader, educator, one who is passionate about education. No other person than our co-founder and CEO of AfriTeach, Dr. Mrs. Kende Wani. Thank you so much, ma'am. Her screen is up already. I can see your beautiful face, ma'am, on the sofa. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
All right. You are all welcome. Teachers, leaders, people of the most noble profession. Can we just give ourselves, let me just say the claps in the chats. Clap for yourself. It is said that if you don't appreciate yourself, nobody will. So clap for yourself. I'm so proud to be an educator. I'm so proud to be here today. Awesome. Before I go into having a chat with my speakers, we would like to appreciate the teachers. Mr. Bayomi, do we have the videos, appreciating our teachers? I know.
Yes, we do, ma.
Yeah, fantastic. And I know that we have a poem for them as well. Over to you, Mr. Bayomi. Yeah.
It's okay. Well, if you're here, can you please, if the student is here, I believe, what's her name so I can make her a co-host so she can enable a video and also, so she can speak to us.
So beautiful when the students themselves actually appreciate us. When the children we teach see the value in what we do and what we bring. So we have a student who would like to read a poem to us as educators. Are we ready? Chigozirim, yes.
Mrs. Okewongon,
yes,
you are now a co-host.
Have the amazing Isiwa here. and she's going to be giving us something really special.
We can say teaching is a solo act.
We
One
can
voice, one clock, one room, one clock,
Can
one
you see
figure
her?
standing tall,
Okay.
back to the wall, battling silence or noise or doubt, holding the weight of tomorrow's fact. But look closer. It has never been that way. A teacher is a bridge, but what's a bridge without pillars? A teacher is a spark, but sparks only matter when they catch and make their mark. A teacher is a note in a song, but the music only lives when others join along. Collaboration is the current, the unseen electricity that makes learning breathe. It lights the room, it fuels the flame, it turns silence into something we can name. It's science speaking to art, math leaning on literature because every equation is a story, and every story holds its logic and truth and glory. It's the history teacher's voice, echoing to give his stories lives to live. It's the new teacher, borrowing strength from the old, and the old finding fire again in the eyes of the bold. It's parents, neighbors, students too, each adding a verse to this unfinished poem we're living through. Because no one grows alone, not children, not teachers, not even knowledge carved in stone. So today, on this World Teachers Day, we're honoring our teachers, not as lone heroes, but as architects of community, builders of bridges between minds, co-authors of futures they may never be around to see, yet planting the roots of what's meant to be. Teaching is not mine, it is ours. Here, there are no walls, no barricades, no shame in asking for help. Just a profession recast as a circle, not a stage. It is a shared labor of love that plants tomorrow into today, turning small seeds into brighter bouquets. And when we recognize that, when we honor not just the individual, but the collaboration that sustains them, we will see the truth. Teachers are not just shaping the future. Together, they are the future. Thank you.
Oh. Round of applause.
Well done, well done, well done. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. That was one of our children, one of our young ones celebrating all of us, and we do deserve to be celebrated. Teachers, you deserve all of the applause. And if you notice, she spoke about collaboration. Collaboration. Thank you so much, Utheri. Thank you. And now we've heard from one of our young ones. It's time to move on to another set of appreciation, but this time from our leaders.
So Mrs. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, I want to also use this opportunity to tell, especially those that are watching virtually, that please don't miss any session of this. Don't miss it. Thank you, teachers, for your service. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a day like this provides an opportunity to appreciate and celebrate a special group of people whose contributions to humanity are not only immense but invaluable. Teachers constitute that group. Teachers are the providers of education in all ramifications, and the gift of education is priceless. Thank you for your sacrifice and labor of love. Please accept my best wishes. Olorun Nimbe Mamora.
It is my pleasure to send this warm message of gratitude to our teachers and educators. I am the daughter of a teacher. When I think of teachers, I think of my mother, my first teacher. She was passionate about child development. She was devoted to learning, and she was dedicated to her calling as a teacher. My mother believed that the development of any nation is dependent on its teachers. Remember that as teachers and educators, you mold the minds and you build the character of your students. So from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you for your service. My name is Toki Mabugunje, Vice Chair Africa of the World Chamber Federation at the International Chamber of Commerce. Thank you.
To every teacher and educational administrator sitting amongst us today, thank you for your commitment. This profession really takes commitment, doesn't it? Thank you for that commitment. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your drive. Thank you for your excitement. Thank you for seeing every child and every student as an individual. Thank you for being there, even on the bad days. Thank you for knowing that the word holistic is important. Thank you for believing that when you learn more, you teach better. Thank you for all you do and all you invest. Thank you for being the you that makes them the them. Thank you for your service. You are appreciated. My name is Deepa Donald Horsfall. I'm the head of school at LPSS, Lagos Preparatory and Secondary School in Ikoyi.
Hello educators, hello teachers. This is Mrs. Olayinka Obafisoye here, head of school middle hall education. Thank you so very much for your incredible dedication to our children and to the nation, and for your hard work. Your service is truly appreciated. I wonder what any nation would look like without teachers. Well done, and thank you for shaping the future. You make a difference every single day. Thank you for your service.
Hello everyone. Today I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the teachers out there. Whether you are in the classroom, teaching children at home, providing guidance in any other capacity, your dedication and passion make a profound difference in the lives of your students. To all the teachers who go above and beyond to inspire, to educate and nurture the next generation, thank you. Thank you for your patience, thank you for your creativity, and thank you for your commitment to helping your students succeed despite the challenges that we frequently come across. You are not just educators, you are mentors, you are role models, and ever so often a beacon of hope for so many. So to every teacher listening to this, please know that your hard work does not go unnoticed. You are appreciated more than words can express, and your influence is immeasurable. I am Professor Enase Okundedo, Vice Chancellor, Pan Atlantic University. Thank you for your service.
Good day, dear educators. Good day, dear educators. It is such a pleasure to be asked to address you, and I'm very proud of what you're doing. I'm very happy with all developments in the education sector. There is evident growth, there's evident greater understanding, there's greater collaboration and teamwork, there's greater learning, and all because all of you are so anxious to be part of this great, revival of our great profession. So I must thank you, therefore. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your service to the children of this country, and to the future of this country. God bless you all. Thank you.
Good morning, teachers, people of the most noble profession. This is Dr. Kehinde Wani, founder, CEO of Meadowhall Group. I'd like to say thank you, teachers, for all you do. All you do for our children, all you do for the nation. Thank you for being change makers. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, leaders. Thank you all.
Dr. Kehinde Wani, sending a goodwill messages to you on this special day. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much to our distinguished leaders for those inspiring words. Thank you so much. It means a lot to all of our teachers. And now, yes, you reminded us of how invaluable teachers are in the community. Okay, and in shaping the future, of course. And now to a moment we've all been waiting for, one of the main highlights of today's event, the panel discussion. Yes. And to lead us in that section, I have no other person than the one who is right there on the sofa you're looking at, Dr. Kehinde Wani, who happens to be the CEO of AfriTeach and one of the co-founders of AfriTeach as well. Over to you, Dr. Wani.
All right. Well done, Ms. Ekpeong. Thank you for the warm opening. I know there were some technical issues, but that's technology for you. So thank you so much. Thank you, our dear educators. I hope we have parents here as well, because they're the first teachers of the children. Thank you for policymakers, educators, school leaders, every one of you. I'm so honored to be here with you today and just having this lovely time. I want us to relax. What is a sofa without a cup of coffee, right? Okay, so I'm not in Nigeria right now. Don't think, why is she drinking coffee so late in the day? So just have your juice, your water, tea, whatever it is, and let's have fun. I hate stiff environments so let's just relax and have fun. So we're going to be talking to 4 amazing educators from across Africa. And aren't we blessed? We have, panelists, members of the panel representing the classroom. We have school owners, school leaders. We have a regulator as well. So it's just going to be an awesome time that we're going to have today. I'm going to introduce what we don't like to do is to spend a long time reading people's bio. So we're going to put their bio in the chat. Please read it thoroughly because it takes, if I want to, introduce each and every one of them, we'll be here for the whole hour. So they're all doing amazing things in the different countries. So we're going to put their bio in the chat, but I'm going to call each person, each speaker, and I would have some quick fire questions. And I'm sure the speakers are thinking right now, what? Quick fire questions, very fun. We just want to get to know you. And I don't know if we can enable your videos. Once I call you, the panelists, please enable your videos. Just some quick fire questions, just for us to get to know you a bit better on the more personal level. Then, once I start with each panelist, I would ask the quick fire questions. We would have our show and tell, and then I ask you some questions, and then I move to the next panelist. So, are we good to go? Are we okay with that? Yeah? Okay. So, I'm going to start with our Niger wife. She is Dr. Mrs. Utheri Kanayo. She's from Kenya. She is a co-founder and principal of Freedom International Schools Africa. Isn't she looking gorgeous? Just look at her. Do we like to take care of our wives or not? Can we give her a
well taken care of?
Clap for her.
I love this, our Niger wife.
Yes. Give her the flowers, give her the clap in the chat. Yes. Welcome it. Yes. You're amazing. Just a privilege to have you here.
Thank you.
Mrs. Kanayo. So I'm going to just shoot some quick fire questions across to you. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
No explanations, just the quick fire questions, and you answer them quickly. Okay.
I'm here and I'm so excited to be among fellow teachers. Teachers are everything.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your service as well. So Ugali and Sukuma, or pounded yam and eforiro, which one wins in the house, in your home?
Pounded yam and eforiro.
All right, that's good. We're winning. Good.
I love Nigerian food. It's the best.
Too.
It's the best.
Delicious.
And it's cultural. It's the best.
I'm so glad. I'm proud of that. Yeah. Okay. So, Mrs. Kanayo, what's your go-to way to relax after a long school day?
Quiet time with myself, which is very hard to get. So it's really precious. Like only me, no children, no husband, just me.
Chilling.
Yes, and I can maybe take a long shower. I can have just my thoughts. I can do some stretches. I love doing some stretches, some yoga. That is precious. And I must make time for that.
I love that.
It doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy.
I can imagine. It's like luxury, isn't it? Where you're a leader.
I'm telling you.
But that time of reflection is so beautiful and so necessary. So that's awesome. One more. If you could instantly fix one challenge in education, what would it be? One challenge in education that you can instantly fix, what would it be?
or instantly?
Yeah.
Decolonizing the mind. And instantly is by telling people the greatness and the truth about Africa. You'll start decolonizing your mind without knowing it's called decolonizing the mind.
I love that. Decolonizing the mind. Beautiful, lovely. One more quick fire question. Who was the teacher that most influenced you growing up, Mrs. Kanayo?
My primary class teacher, and we're still in touch. She's called Ange Konyo. She loved me. She gave me leadership. She gave me exposure to books. I wrote very good poems and compositions. I was the soloist. She put me at the front, and she didn't have to. And even at her wedding, I was the representative of the school to speak on behalf of the school. Even the teachers fronted me. So if she didn't push me for leadership to be seen and my confidence, I don't know. So I just love her, and we're still in touch.
Oh, I love that. Primary school. She met
primary school, my class teacher.
That is awesome. Lovely. Thank you
She's
so
wonderful.
much.
I wish she was here and she could hear me giving her flowers, but it's okay. I believe it is recorded. I'll show her.
It is.
She's amazing. And even my dad passed on the March. We buried him in April this year, and she was by my side. I was a child again. She was by my side. That's how instrumental she is.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
She showed up.
And we must send her this recording, honestly.
Yes.
It's nothing like really appreciating people while they're alive, you know, when they're alive and well. That's awesome. So we're then going to go into the show and tell time. And I'm going to start it off, Mrs. Kanayo.
Okay.
So I'm going to start it off. And this show and tell segment really is about us as educators, just telling our journey, telling us the story of our journey in education. That's what it is. We all do show and tell in school. So it's time for us to now do show and tell. And I'm going to start with myself very briefly because we have a lot to do. So I am an educational leader, and I thought, how can I depict what I do? My journey in education. So I'm going to start by the way I'm dressed today. I am dressed as an African queen. We are Africans. We are trying to decolonize the mind. I'm a proud African, and that's why I'm dressed like this. I'm going to speak about creativity in my dressing as well, because actually it's a bad hair day for me as well. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to put on a turban and I'm going to be African queen. That is creativity. I have this band because I'm an educational leader, and I see myself as that force that holds things together. I hold things together. We say it all the time, everything rises and falls on leadership. So with this band, it shows that I'm the one, you know, as the overall leader, and I train, because I'm a leader that develops other leaders. I train all our leaders to be that, holding everything together. Quickly, another thing that represents me is everybody, hopefully everybody likes their coffee, is the lead of this coffee, bottle of coffee. The lead reminds me of the law of the lead. Any leader, any owner, any teacher who is not developing themselves, they're going to be a lead on the progress that the companies and their organizations and their, you know, that they can, you're going to limit everything that. So we must continue to study and also just learn. I'm a lifelong learner. Finally, this fragrance, I love fragrances. And for me, this fragrance represents the aroma, the fragrance of the African teacher. It stands for the fragrance of a well-trained teacher that teaches a culturally relevant curriculum. And then we're able to, you know, make sure that our children can shine anywhere they go in the world. That's me as an educator and as a leader. Now, Mrs. Kanayo, I'm sure you have your show and tell item. What item would you like to show us? And just tell us briefly about it.
Okay, so I have a photo here.
Ooh.
That's me and my husband, Kanayo. Kanayo is from Delta State, Asaba.
Oh.
And I love it when I'm home.
Oh,
so this is in 2017, and we were building a school, which is now Freedom International School. Africa is the first Afrocentric and IB World School. And we didn't know what we were doing. You never know. You're just following the vision from God that you need to settle. You need to build an institution that will show others how you can bring together African heritage and global education. And this picture always reminds me of that.
Oh.
Then it's a motivator. Anyone who is a visionary and has founded something knows what I'm saying by you don't know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, but you don't know what you're doing. So you know the end point you need to reach, you don't know the path. But you move, you go. Then the other, I hope all teachers, I just quickly do it, but I have a love heart in my office, but I wasn't able to access it today, but I've drawn it. And I really mean this, and I'm even known for this. And thank God, leadership, then others follow the leadership. You cannot be a teacher if you do not have love in your heart. You're wasting children's time. You must have love. You must love children. You must love people. With that love, you don't care the capacity of the child. There is no good or bad child. They are all great. Absolutely. Because you are going to make it your responsibility to find out the greatness in every child, the capacity in every child, and it's your responsibility to make it grow. So I have found teaching so beautiful, so sweet, so passionate because of love. And if you can love, you'll be a successful teacher. Leave all those other things. Oh, I'm great in maths. Even the Bible says, without love, you're just noise. Big gong, 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 gong. So without love, and I'm sure it's in every religion or philosophy, without love, you're wasting time. And let me tell you, do not waste the time of an African child. The world has already put us at the bottom. It has orchestrated that Africans are at the bottom, yet we are the greatest. So you must now use that fire in you to lift the children. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. We are the greatest. Can I see in the chat? We are the greatest. Can I see in the chat? We are the greatest.
That's why we are called the motherland. We are the mother of everything.
We are the motherland.
We are the motherland.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you so much, Mrs. Kanayo. That's so touching. Love conquers all. Love is everything.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So I'm then going to go into the questions, and I will start. You've kind of alluded to it already. What inspired you? And as you said, visions evolve. You think you know, but then as you go on, you continue to find out the next stage and the next step. So what inspired you to start your school? And how has the vision evolved over time?
Yes. We initially were never to start a school. We lived in UK. We were living in Cambridge, where I did my postdoctoral. I was even an academic at the greatest university in the world, Cambridge. But what carried my heart was the children in Africa in our research. So God was setting me up because we'd come back to Africa. Remember, I'm in the UK, I'm an African, but I'm coming as an academic from a foreign university. So I'm half and half. But seeing how the realities are on the ground for our children touched my heart. And I broke all research protocols. I started giving them food. I didn't care. Oh, don't get involved with the research. I don't. So now I'm no longer a really good academic or researcher. I'm getting emotional. So to cut the long story short, God used my husband because he's the one who said we must go back to Africa. He was working for Hewlett-Packard. He's a senior software engineer. So we quit our jobs, came back home to grow the scholarship program. So we were not starting a school. But when we came on the ground to deal, before we were just sending money, but now we are here face to face with these children and we are talking to them and we realize we did not come all the ways, risk everything, put our things on a ship to talk monosyllables with children. How are you? I'm fine. No question from them. They fear us. They fear the world. Poverty has worked on them. So we said we are going to mentor them. We were not having a school. We are going to mentor them in the different schools that they are in. And we call that mentorship for freedom. And we need to decolonize minds. You need to know that the way you are as an African, you're great. You're the greatest. You're the motherland. Everything started from this continent. You're the seed. The seed cannot now be there. It's being treated like it was never there. So that's what made us. And okay, when we saw the transformation of the children, that's what I was saying. When you said quickly, what can be done quickly for education? I said decolonize the mind by telling you the truth. Like in Nigeria, do you know that there was a Benin wall which is greater and longer than the wall of China? Do you know I have read that the Levites, you could only be the Levite by DNA. It traces down to Igbo. It traces down to a tribe in South Africa. I'm forgetting the name. It's not Zulu, but I thought I tried to Google it. It has been removed. I tried to look for that again. It's no longer there. Please go and Google. So you find that there's so much that is not there, which can empower you if you just know how great you are. You will never look down on yourself. So then we said, this thing is so powerful. Let us take it to the Ministry of Education and say, we can design mentorship curricula for the whole of Kenya, for the whole of Africa, and African children will start changing. African teachers will start changing. Oh, there was no money. So my husband said, we are going to grow old waiting for people to fund our dreams. We are going to set up a school with the money we have, with the inheritance we have, because we had a land as a wedding present. And that is why we're in Kenya. We just set up to put the mentorship program into action, to show the world what is possible. Lo and behold, 8 years later, we are not only an Afrocentric school, but we are Afrocentric and global. And we are the first IB world school that is really pushing for culture to come back in the classroom. Now that is why we started.
Fantastic. I'm so impressed. Thank you so much. I hope Mr. Kanayo is on this call. I hope so.
He's finishing up with a call. He'll be here. Let him come and say hello to his people. Since 99% of here are my fellow Nigerians.
Yes, my husband is from Delta. You know, my husband says all the time that the wise men from the East in the Bible, they are actually from Igbo land, from the East. I'm like,
he's right. He has the truth, but he'll be told, where is that? How can it be an African? Want the pictures shown to us white? You know, when you enter Asaba, let me tell you, if you know Asaba very well, from the airport as you're entering, there is a big monument there, which will discount what your husband is saying, because you'll be told, but we have been shown white people are the ones who brought all these things. And the truth is the opposite, but I'll not get so political and anything, but just know that Africans, if you got into your truth, Nigeria, you're the greatest. You're the greatest. I'm telling you, even your power is there. A Nigerian talks, people are like, hey, wisdom. Everyone is wise, everyone is clever. I'm like, what? This is a nation that can change the world.
That's what AfriTeach is about. And I'm sure you're talking. That is why, that's the vision behind this. And myself and co-founders, we were just, you know, we know the strength we have. We know our history, and we know the change that we can bring across the world. And our African children must understand who they are and hold their heads up high. And that is, and we in education, we're blessed because it's a vehicle that we can use for changing the mind, you know? So that's really what AfriTeach is about. Thank you so much for that. I'll just take one more question. And because I'm sure all the other panelists. So what challenges are unique to running a private school? Because on this call, you'll have private school owners, you know, you'll have teachers. What challenges are unique to running a private school in Kenya? And how have you been able to navigate them?
Okay. I think, first of all, is the assumption that private schools don't need support. You are a private school, so you have the resources, surely.
You have all the resources.
Why are you a private school? Instead of being seen as, oh, this is a partner who has supported the education landscape of the country, the education burden of the country, and has offered a service. So as we are empowering public schools, maybe giving them books, giving them opportunities for training, even the private schools should be considered. But in Kenya, private schools are seen as you're private, so you have all the resources that you need, sort yourselves out. So then the private schools come together and form an association, which we are part of, Kenya Private Schools Association, which is a mouthpiece for us. But you can imagine it can't really impact as deep if as much as government, as if it were government. If it was government working with us directly. The association itself is a mouthpiece, but it becomes more theory than implementation. So I believe maybe it's the same in Nigeria, where we are saying like, you're private, sort yourselves out. I don't like. In our school, we even have 25% of our students are on scholarship. So we ask them to also apply for government funding, whatever the amount that comes through. But they're told, why did you bother going to private school if you would need funding? But surely a child is a child. This child, God has opened the door for them to go to a private school. So receive more exposure, but it doesn't diminish that they're coming from the same lack as somebody who went to a public school. So just that lack of support in terms of exposure and maybe some material support is what I can say is a big challenge.
Thank you so much. And it's so heartwarming in a funny way that we're going through the same things, because really that's what we always ask the government for as well in Nigeria. Yes. We are partners. We are partners.
Yes.
A Nigerian child is a Nigerian child, because if you're in the private school, if you're in the public school, what we want is for every child to fulfill their highest potential. They, whatever advantage they have, they run with it. We're talking about equity, equality, all those things, but it is, so just that support so that we're able to do more with our children, so that is, I'm glad that we're not alone. Thank you. Mrs. Kanayo. I will come back to you soon, but I'm just going to go to the other panelists. Can we just
Thank you so much.
Applause for her, please?
Thank you for having me.
The chat. A round of applause. And I said the claps, the flowers. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Here is Mr. Kanayo.
Oh.
Just to show his face.
My Delta. Please, let's see his face. My Delta brother. I'm married to a Delta man.
He's so good.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And I'm not just saying it for camera. Everyone knows.
The support to Mrs. Kanayo. Thank you for all you do.
He's so good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right then. So, are we having fun? Are we learning? Right. Beautiful. Now we're going to our incredible Miss Shekinah. Miss Shekinah, representing Rwanda.
Hello.
Class teacher, eloquent, elegant, and it's awesome to have you here today, Miss Shekinah. Should I call it? Is it Shekinah?
Shekinah, yes. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for your service, first of all. That's what I like to say to every teacher. Thank you for your service. In the US, they reserve that for veterans and people, people who are, in the Army, Navy. But I reserve it for teachers in Nigeria, all over Africa. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all you do. So, you ready for your quick fire questions?
Sure.
So, what one word would your students use to describe you?
Amazing.
Amazing. Oh, I've seen into the heart of the children because I called you amazing. You're amazing. That's beautiful.
I try to be an amazing teacher, the one that I wish I had. That's what I try to be for my students. Yeah.
That's awesome. What's your favorite subject to teach or talk about?
Well, I teach, for those who don't know, I teach in the nursery.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
yeah, and it's always flexible. Like you have different from
Yes.
nursery 1 to nursery 3. So you teach basically everything in the nursery section.
About the developmental goals for the for the younger. Well, that's awesome. Okay then. Great. If you had to describe African teachers in one word, what would it be? African teachers. You're an African teacher. In one word, what would it be?
Okay, as somebody said that education is evolving a lot. In some parts of Africa, I would say traditional. In the other part, I would say modern, as we are evolving. Some teachers in Africa are being more open-minded, are being more inquiry-based teachers, while others are still traditional. When I say traditional, you understand what I mean.
Of course.
Yes. So it's not like I could use one word, but I would say evolving. I would say
evolving. I love that.
I'll also say motherly because in Africa we have our own mother instinct. I don't know for the white, but there is this mother love that
absolutely
we
we're nurturers.
African women. Yes.
Lovely. So we're evolving so that it's becoming more student-centered than than teacher-centered, but also we're nurturing and we're evolving. That's beautiful. One last question. If you could have dinner with any famous teacher in history, who would it be?
Is evolving a lot. In some parts of Africa, I can hear myself.
I don't know where I am.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but there was an echo, yes.
So one teacher that I would like to talk to.
Are you like to have dinner with?
Okay. So you're going to find this surprising. But I can hear myself. I don't know if you can.
I don't know why, because
I'll also say mother.
Do you have more than one device on?
No. I just have one.
I really don't know.
There is this mother love. Okay. So okay, I think we're good. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Miss Shekinah.
Okay, perfect. I would love to have the conversation with one of my secondary teachers because, well, it's not in a positive side because I would like to get some intakes on how she saw education and what drove her in education because she's one of the teachers that taught me and she was this bitter teacher. She was very bitter. She didn't. Huh?
Because I couldn't look at him. I was focusing on this thing. He was here, like pushing. I was walking. I was doing this thing.
I can hear like someone talking. Can we please mute? Everybody be muted, please. Go on, Miss Shekinah. Thank you.
Yeah. So I was saying, I once had a teacher in secondary, and the teacher was what we used to say bitter. We used to call her a bitter teacher.
Wow.
She was really bitter, and she made me hate school for some reasons. And for now, when you ask that question, she came in my mind because I would like to understand now that I'm in the education sector. I understand what it is to be an educator. I would want to know what drove her to become a teacher. Why is it that she looked like she didn't have fun? She was having the worst moment of her life and she stayed in education. If the way the kids make me feel, we couldn't do that to her, I would want to have that conversation and with her and maybe get her own perspective. So if I had a chance to choose, I would like to talk to her and understand why, and and tell her I'm a teacher now and understand maybe what she went through. But I would also want to know what
I absolutely love that. Because you're wondering why she was in education. You're in education, you love what you do. There were the kids and everything. And why did she hate it so much? Honestly, I think it's beautiful. One would, and also that's also being someone that has a heart. Like there must be a reason behind what were you going through? What was the issue? What didn't you know? You know? So that's awesome. All right then, Ms. Shekinah, I'm going to ask you a few questions, a couple of questions. We're going to answer quite briskly, so I'm going to be able to come back to you for the second round. So, what inspired you to become a teacher? Maybe it was Miss Bitter or Mrs. Bitter, the bitter woman. What inspired you to become a teacher? And what keeps you motivated in the classroom?
Okay, so one thing that made me want to become a teacher, it's the first child that I dealt with. I wasn't a teacher by the time. I was helping this child because he had autism, and I was working at this school. I was dealing more with the parents than the school. And the child required a lot of communication, a lot of patience, a lot of reading. And I didn't know what I was doing. I had to read a lot about autism and whatnot. So within the whole journey, I looked at the bond that we made together. I looked at the impact that I actually had on him without having any, like, the skill or the knowledge. I looked at how far we came, and I looked at how the parents saw him in a different way. It's like they had, I don't know, how can I say it? It's like they had lost hope in a way, you understand? So
Yes.
when I saw the whole journey and the whole impact that I had on that child, I was like, yes, I think I just found my calling. That is when I decided to start my bachelor's in early childhood development education. That child, my Alexander, is my inspiration to become a teacher. I was like, I have to do this.
That's awesome.
So that's what made me want to become a teacher. Now, what keeps me motivated?
Yeah,
I would say it's the joy of seeing these young learners have on their faces when they overcome something, when they gain the confidence, you know, when they fear and you go with it, with them, and you go through it together, and at the end of the day they're happy. When I hear the feedbacks from the parents, when I hear the feedback from the school, when I measure the kind of impact and the kind of achievement we've achieved together, it keeps me happy. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me. I feel like I'm doing something. You know, I feel like I'm building the future within the present.
Awesome.
That whole dynamics is just satisfying.
I truly love that. And I hear that a lot from teachers, talking about the transformation that takes place. A child comes in one way and they leave another way when they pass through the classroom. So I think that's so beautiful. And I actually love the story at the beginning as well. What led you to education to go and study it? When you're able to cater not just to the neurotypical child, but also the neurodiverse child, the divergency in children. So that is just beautiful. Thank you so much for that. That's very, very touching. Now, I'll ask one more question. What are the biggest challenges teachers in Rwanda face today? And how have you personally been able to overcome such challenges?
Okay, so since I'm standing in for Rwanda, I don't want to talk for myself.
Yes.
So I won't be answering that as challenges that I face, but challenges as Rwandan teachers face.
Yes.
Okay,
Awesome.
as my colleague said, there is a whole difference, as people say, between private schools and public schools. So let's generalize it. Okay, I would say a bigger number of children. Big number of children, because when I do visit some public schools and I see they face those kind of problems. You will tell me if it's the same in Nigeria or Kenya or Ghana. So I would say I saw many schools with a larger number of children, which was very hard for the teacher to teach all of them, to focus on each one of them, to kind of like guide them. Lack of enough resources, lack of skilled teachers, because I would say the nation or the country the big investment a nation can do is invest in teachers.
Absolutely.
So everyday professional development, trainings, as you said, education is always evolving. So teachers are supposed to be learning each and every day, being appreciated. Low salaries. So the people that actually goes in education are the people that didn't find jobs elsewhere. So the second option will be teaching. So you understand that teacher is not going to make impact because the teacher is actually looking for money. And we know this is a job you have to do when you're passionate. Because we all know what it takes to be a good teacher, but we also lack what it like. We need resources. We don't have resources. We don't have the skilled teachers. So how are you going to make that impact?
Absolutely.
So that is one thing I would say that I found challenging for the whole, maybe through generalizing. And one thing I tried to do, I tried to visit some, the good thing in Rwanda is they tried to find the ECD, the Early Childhood Development Centers, to help each level. So for those parents who are not able to afford schools, they take their children to those centers. So I tried visiting some of the centers and maybe taking what I could get, which might not be big, but it did help at that moment. And yes, raising that awareness. And I will personally now say, if I can answer for myself now.
Yes, please, yes.
Yes, those are public schools, but as my colleague said, it doesn't mean that the private schools have it all figured out.
Absolutely,
Yes, you have, as a teacher, we keep being creative. You don't have enough resources, but can we make some? Can we inquire? Can we, can we build with the kids? I work in the IB framework, so it's more inquiry based. You don't put things out there for the kids. You actually learn and you build up your own inquiry together with the kids. So they also come up with ideas and they tell you, okay, let's make this. Like we had in my class, we have this story of the week, the very hungry caterpillar, and the kids were so interested in caterpillars that we made our own caterpillar in class. Now I'm looking everywhere to see if I can find a caterpillar, a real life caterpillar, to bring it in class. So I think when you're passionate, you take the challenges as it's not that challenging, you understand?
Absolutely.
Yes. So the only thing that I can say that challenges me is when maybe the parents are not collaborative.
Okay.
That is one thing that I ask them. Because, for the children, it has to be one world. Okay. And maybe sometimes at school it's very structured and at home it's not. When the child cries, they get what they need, but at school it's really structured. So the child can't make the connections. The child will be wondering, why does it work at home when I cry, but it doesn't work at school? So I tell parents, let's have one language, let's collaborate, let's be a team. If it is done like this at home, it should be done like that in class. So when the parents are not collaborative, when the parents are not present, it gives me a hard time. It gives me a hard time. So I would say that is my own personal challenge.
Beautiful. Very, very well explained. And you know what? It's what's really pleasing to me today is we can see, we don't always get the opportunity to see what is going on in other African countries. And as you were speaking, as Mrs. Kanayo was speaking, I'm like, wow. It's all the same. It's the same. The lack of resources, the lack of adequate training, for teachers and what they go through. And you were also talking then about the fact that in private schools, we have also learned how to improvise, how to make sure that we can actually, with the children, create some of these things. It's more inquiry-based, more project-based, and all those kind of things that we need to teach the teachers in the maybe public schools or low-cost private schools and things like that. Again, it just kind of validates why AfriTeach exists, because this is all we want to do with AfriTeach. And you then talked about collaboration. That's the theme for this year's World Teachers Day. It's collaboration amongst teachers. Parents forget that they are the first teachers of their children. So as teachers, first and second teachers, we need to come together. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for Miss Shekinah. I want to see in the chats, flowers, rounds of applause. Yes, lovely. Awesome. I'm going to come back to you soon. Thank you so much. So then we go to our own Nigeria, representing Nigeria. Can I say the claps? Representing Nigeria. We have Dr. Mrs. Ronke Soyombo. Where is she? Where is she? Right. I can't see her. Is her camera enabled? Are you there, Mrs. Soyombo? Can we see her? Can anybody see her? I can't see her. Is she here?
I don't think she's on, ma.
She's what? She's here? She's not?
I don't think she's on.
Okay, so can you please try? We're gonna then go to Mr. Richard. I will come back to Mrs. Soyombo. I know she was on the platform before. Please, can you? Oh, she's back. Not her internet or something. Mrs. Soyombo, are you there? I can see your name, but you're not. You're muted, and we can't see your video.
Now, I'm on, please.
Sorry?
Good afternoon.
Miss Dr. Mrs. Soyombo, representing Nigeria. You're welcome. Such an honor to have you here. Mrs. Soyombo is the Registrar, Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. She's representing all the teachers today, and she's here to celebrate you all, and to thank you all for your service. So, as I said, the bios are in the chat. Because of time, I'm not going to read out the bios. So I'm going to start quick fire questions. You ready, madam? Are you ready? Is she frozen? I can't.
Yes,
okay,
I am.
fantastic. Okay, so I can hear you. I can hear you. So, Mrs. Soyombo, early bird or night owl? When do you do your best work? Early bird or night owl? I can't hear you.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Early bird. Are you an early bird or a night owl? When do you do your best work?
I'm actually an early bird.
Okay.
I am an early bird. I like to wake up on time in the mornings. But I go to bed early.
Oh, Mrs. Soyombo, is it possible to have your device closer to you? You're a bit distant. I know you're an early bird.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Yes. You're an early bird because every time I send you a message, I see first thing in the morning that you would have read it. So you woke up early. I know that. So that's fantastic.
I am indeed an early bird.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Okay, second question. If you weren't in education, I can't hear you. Can you hear me, Mrs. Soyombo?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah.
Okay, second question. If you weren't in education, what profession might you have chosen?
I don't think I could have chosen any other thing apart from education.
Oh.
I love making impacts on the children. I tried to study law, read law, did a lot in law, but I felt unfulfilled until I came back to education. So it is, yes.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I should have asked this at the beginning, but I'm going to put this there. We must ask this question between you and the next speaker. Ghana jollof rice or Nigerian jollof rice?
I think the two are the two are very, very tasty. I love the Ghana jollof rice and I love the Nigerian jollof rice. However, I will settle for the Ghanaian jollof rice.
Oh my goodness.
Very tasty and nice.
I was hoping you would settle for the Nigerian. Oh Hilda Bachi. I see Buchi. Hilda that cooks the jollof rice every time. She'll have a big fight with you today. All right. One last question for you. I want you to finish this sentence, Dr. Mrs. Soyombo. The future of African education is what? The future of African education is whatever word comes to your mind, we will take it. Thank you. My people say Nigeria remains the best.
African education is very promising because every hand is on deck at the moment. And when you keep on pouring the water, it's going to become an ocean.
Oh, the internet is a bit dodgy. Your internet is a bit dodgy, but yeah. Yeah. But you said it's a bit, you said it's promising.
Okay. No, what I'm saying with African education is it's very promising. Every hand is on deck at the moment. And I've come with my bottle of water because it is like an empty vessel at the moment. And the more you keep pouring it, it becomes an ocean.
Amen.
And so we all have to put our hands together to see how we can support education in Africa.
I love that. I love that. I was just going to go to the show and tell, and you've done the show and tell. It's promising, and we keep pouring water into the glass. It's beautiful. And then it becomes an ocean. Thank you so much for that. So I'm going to ask a few questions, madam. In your view, what are the most pressing needs for teacher professionalization in Africa today? You're a regulator.
Registrar. At the moment, yes. Thank you very much. As a regulator, if I take Nigeria, for example, we have shortages of teachers. And when I say teachers, I'm talking of teachers with good skills. And at the moment, you will see that something that is good about Nigeria is the fact that everybody is actually putting a lot of effort, because the fact that we have that problem does not mean we have to stay like that. We are making effort in actually transforming things. And also, you will see that we have to professionalize teachers' profession, because you cannot actually take lawyers anyhow. Doctors are well respected, and that's something that we need to do to teachers. We've got to raise the profile of teachers in ensuring that teachers become professionalized, and teachers actually, they're proud of what they do, and that's something we're doing with TRCN. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, during my my thesis, I remember, you know, reading that some people said teaching was a semi-profession, not a full-fledged profession. I was horrified. How would it be classified as a semi-profession? So you are so right. Teaching and teachers must be seen as professionals, and therefore we need to ensure that we professionalize the profession, which is what you do with TRCN. Thank you for what you're doing. Now, another question would be, how is TRCN ensuring that teachers remain relevant in this digital and fast-changing world? Miss Shekinah mentioned it. A lot of teachers in Nigeria and Africa are still very traditional. How do we ensure that we get them on board and they're moving with the speed, you know, regarding all the changes happening in AI technology, innovative pedagogies? How do we ensure that our teachers are what they should be and where they should be?
Thank you very much. There's no doubt about it that we have a new website that has just been launched, and that is trcn.gov.ng. Website, because I remember when I became the TRCN registrar, a lot of people were complaining we cannot access our certificates and also our licenses. But now everybody can do it at the comfort of their homes. Now, coming back into what can we do in supporting these teachers, what we're doing at the moment is to actually introduce AI lesson plan generated platform. And don't forget that we're going to have some teachers that don't have good devices to be able to do this. And that's why we're coming up with prescripted lesson plans so that everybody, even in the villages, they can access, because everybody has talked about competence. Are we going to fold our hands to keep on complaining about African education. No. So somebody has got to take a step, because if we can get the lesson plans across to all our teachers, if standards can get better, because with the lesson plan, with the introduction of lesson plan, it's not going to add value just to the children, but it is going to add value to everybody, including our teachers. And that's going to actually take away the competency issue, subject knowledge issue, because if everybody can have the right subject knowledge, pedagogy will be more straightforward. They can break it down to suit the needs of those children.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're doing, and we will be launching it very soon before the end of the year. So that's something that TRCN is doing at the moment.
It is so awesome. And, you know, I was so happy when I learned that you were the new registrar of TRCN, because we know you're an action lady. Actually, and I know that you're going to do an amazing job. One more question for you. So TRCN, how, you know, you're doing a lot. My question would be, how can you partner with other, you know, like AfriTeach, for example, other initiatives like that to help advance teacher growth and recognition? Because we know we're talking about World Teachers Day, it's about collaboration. How do you intend to partner with other initiatives, AfriTeach, you know, ERIT, all these other initiatives we have? What are your plans about that?
Thank you very much, Mrs. Nwani. When you actually invited me for this program, I sent the program to all my members, all the registrars of African registration councils of Africa. So most of them will have delegates here today. And I will be meeting with them by the end of this month in Botswana, because I'm the secretary, I'm the Deputy Secretary General to AFTRA. AFTRA is where you have African Teachers Registration Council members. And with that, to me, we can partner with AfriTeach. AfriTeach has always, let me not say AfriTeach now, let me take Meadowhall, where you've come from, as an example that even though we observed, we went to 7,000 schools when I was the Director General in Lagos. And Meadowhall was one of the 7 outstanding schools in Lagos. And we've seen what you do. We've accredited one of your schools as well. And part of the things we're looking forward to is AfriTeach has got to register on our website, because you will see that on our website at the moment, there's a page for accredited trainers in Nigeria. And when you get registered, a lot of people can partner with you, and we can do conferences together.
Yes.
In ensuring that we bring good education in supporting our teachers in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We would love to do that. Conferences, fantastic. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Mrs. Shoba. Another round of applause for her. Please let me see the claps and the flowers. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. That's been awesome. I'm going to come back to you, so please don't leave. Now, the last but not the least, panelists. You know, they said ladies first. So we have left Mr. Richard as the last but not the least. Mr. Richard is the founder and executive director, International Community College in Ghana, representing Ghana. Lovely.
Ghana, right?
There. It's nice to see you. Now, I don't feel like asking you the question again. I was going to say, I must ask you, Ghana jollof rice or Nigerian jollof rice? Mrs. Soyombo has fallen my hand. She said Ghana jollof rice is better. But on the platform, I've seen people saying, no, Nigerian jollof rice is better. So, Ghana jollof rice or Nigerian jollof rice?
Ghana jollof rice always the best.
Okay, we give it to Ghana then. All right. Mr. Richard, what's one Ghanaian proverb you live by in your work? One Ghanaian proverb that you live by in your work?
I think to be as frank as I can, is the problem of the new money group. When I talk about the new money group as the new wealth that is meeting the crop of new parent that we're getting right now. They're shifting the responsibility to the schools and shifting most of the parent work to the schools. I think that is as frank as I want to be, that is one of the biggest problems most educators in my country face. The fact that because of the shift of responsibility is making the school do more as compared to, the 90s and the 80s and early 70s, where the job was actually for the students and not necessarily for the schools.
All right. Thank you very much for that answer. I was actually talking about a proverb, a saying that you have in Ghana that represents what you do. But you've also given us another angle of maybe what I would have asked later on. So I'm just going to leave that. Let me ask you another quick fire question. Which school subject did you enjoy the most as a child?
It was science.
Science.
Science is always my best. I love science. Science is my favorite, and I think science and mathematics the two most wonderful subjects that's ever been in any school.
Oh my gosh! Why?
Subject best.
That's great. When you talked about math, I'm thinking math. Goodness.
Math is a wonderful subject. It's very, very wonderful subject. Wonderful subjects, mathematics. If you see what math does, especially in terms of seeing how the calculations ends up, and see how things.
Reasoning.
It's beautiful. I did quantum mechanics in the university. I did a couple of courses, but right now I'm teaching a couple of them. You realize that it just sinks just perfect. And that's one of the things I love in my math.
That's great. And I'm sure you're very scientific in your worldview. So
I am.
I'm over.
Yeah.
So then the last fire question would be, what innovation excites you the most right now in education? What innovation excites you the most right now?
I think I'm more like an innovator. I love innovation. In 2012, I was in Boston for the STEM program, formerly called STEM. And as a Boston Arts Academy, we were just there, and then we introduced the A addition to the STEM, so it became STEAM at that time. And I think STEAM is one of the most wonderful initiatives so far that I'm beginning to experience and enjoy. And the fact that it actually interrelates all the subjects together. So basically it says that a mathematician should be able to think scientifically and artistically. And an art person should be able to think mathematically and scientifically. How it sort of integrates all of it together. Unfortunately, a lot of people have still disintegrated it, but the way the whole STEAM program is supposed to ensure that everything works together. And so the synergy between all of those 5 areas is one of the things I really love. There's a new form of we are now in the area of AI, and I think AI is mostly mathematics. Is math in education. I think that AI is also very, very innovative, and I'm loving it because I'm always I have this mantra that when you are not learning, you are dying. So every single time I'm learning something. Every single time I'm learning something. So if you don't learn within a month, you just die in a month. So every single month, something new must enter into your head, a new book, you have to just be learning all the time.
I absolutely love that. I'm a lifelong learner. And when you said that, it just, just beautiful. When you're not learning, people, you are dying. And I love, that STEAM, interdisciplinary approach to teaching and learning. We're bringing science, technology, engineering, humanities, the art, and the math. Because in life is not separated, is it? In life, everything is intertwined. So that's great. All right, I'm just going to ask you 2 questions, then we'll come back to you. So again, as I asked Mrs. Kanayo, I'm going to ask you, because you're also a school owner and school leader. What inspired you to start your school, Mr. Richard? And how has your vision developed over the years? Keep the comments coming. I hope we're learning, enjoying our speakers.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm about to say is pretty long, but please just bear with me. In 1995, I started teaching. I was very young at that time. When I completed university studies, I was purely a chemistry student. I completed school. I wasn't getting a job. So I decided to volunteer in an orphanage. So I worked in an orphanage for close to 2 to 3 years, no pay. So just working for the past 2 years, no pay in an orphanage. And I got to teach, I got to use my knowledge. From there, I went to formal education. I went to work in an American school. From there, did my master's in educational leadership from the South University of New York. Then after some time, I realized that there were 3 students I was getting, three things that made students very intelligent. And that's what I realized in my 25 or 20 years of teaching experience. I realized that there were 3 things: innovation, skills, and values. Values are 99% of student success is about the values and the character.
Absolutely.
So after going through close to about 5 schools in Ghana, a purely Christian school, a purely Muslim school, and a purely liberal school, I realized that the pure Muslim school and the pure Christian school were doing much better in terms of character development. And I realized that it translated to the success of the children. One of the things, especially with what a character does, is that it reduces bullying, it reduces clique formation. So when I started the school, I decided to form the school on these 3 foundations: the values, the skills, and then the innovation. Now, I want to show you something. This is the bulb, right?
Yes.
This are typical bulbs that we use in our home. It's very amazing to realize that this went through about 6,000 filaments. I mean, Thomas Edison said he had about 1,000 fails. But there's been a lot of innovation just to build this simple thing. So an education that does not innovate, that does not change, is not an education. Because as soon as students have that mindset to innovate, creativity then comes in. So that's just a simple, but that number of times. So I believe that innovation is key to the running of any educational establishment. So in that way, we don't have something like a funnel whereby you just have to pour something inside. You just keep pouring into an empty head. Education has never been an empty head. Education, the success of education, as I've always told my teachers, is this: to find what God has put into that human being and to develop it. So for the next 13 years, when the child is with you, if you can't find what the person has been able to do, the problem is that you've lost it as an educator. The school has lost it. So innovation is key to one of them. The second thing is skills. This is a typical hammer.
I love that.
It's a typical hammer. And we all see the way it is. I doubt you know what this part does. The tip of the hammer here does. I know a lot of people don't know what it does, but it actually holds the nail so that you don't use it to hit your hand before you nail. That's basically what this one does. And then, of course, the back is the one that holds it. Now, skills acquisition by student is very important. Now, we have something called the AI. In 10 years ago, we did not have anything like AI. There was nothing like that. So 10 years ago, what were we teaching our students to meet AI? What skills are they getting for them to meet AI? So skills acquisition is extremely important. Now, in the next 10 years, what would they see? So the difficulty about education is to train students on jobs that do not exist.
Absolutely.
So it's very, very important that these 3 things: character, formation, the Bible, innovation, making our students think very well, and then finally letting them acquire skills. So when one day AI comes to take over, they can still
function.
they
That
can still be
is,
function. Yes.
that is so beautiful. And I'm sure
Yeah.
your school must be awesome because you
Yeah.
built it around really key things: character, value-based education. Because when you educate a child and there's no moral check, we are raising people who will do terrible things because they're smart or there's no moral check. And then skills. We know that it's gone beyond just knowledge now. It's really the skills. We talk about the global competencies, the skills that every child must learn, the ability to reason creatively, critically, communication, collaboration, problem-solving skills, and also vocational skills,
Yeah.
as well as innovation, AI, technology, all these things. So round of applause for Mr. Richard. I'm going to ask one more question quickly. So how do you strike a balance between financial sustainability and delivering high quality education? You're a private school. Now you want to deliver very high quality education, but also there's the financial aspects to it and being able to sustain your school over time. So can you, in just 1 minute, tell us how you're able to achieve that? And then Ms. Rita Ipeng, I hope you're ready after this. Go ahead, Mr.
I think one of the biggest issue, the primary finance of every school is the school fees.
Yes.
One of the things we have developed, of course, is a small payment, pay monthly payments, weekly payment, and all of that. Number two, we do something called a STEAM fair every second term. And during that period, we use that period to solicit for funds from companies and corporate. So when a corporate comes in, they form a partnership with us. And some of the things we do in the school, we tend to get the corporate people to come in.
Right.
Our final students have something called the internship. That's the A-level students, because we run a typical Cambridge IGCSE A-level program. Our final year students have something called the internship. So they go to companies to go and do internships. Okay. In the course of doing internship, internships. So that every Friday, the A-level students don't come to school. So they do internship in a corporate. So for example, you have a student going to internship in an electrical company. As soon as that is done, we have a partnership. So anytime we need help, we contact them and because a student from our end is already there, they tend to finance that. So as much as possible, every school must do its best to form partnership with corporate. The parents are there. Most of the parents belong to company. If you form that relationship with them, it's not just going to somebody asking money, please give me money, please give me money. No, that's not how. If you try and create a relationship, the money comes in. But if you don't create that relationship, it becomes very difficult. So we use that to support some of our initiatives that we do. We also run programs such as the STEAM Fair. We build stuff. There are some of the students that like this thing, apps and the stuff. So when they come, the parents come in, we sell some of them to make up for some of the things that we make up. But at the end of the day, private sector has to come in before you can sustain. If you don't have the private sector sustaining and it's only purely school fees, you cannot make it. It will be extremely difficult for you.
I think that's so lovely. And you've also opened our eyes to some other ways that one can actually make some extra income. And you've also emphasized on relationships. Again, it's collaboration we're talking about. No man is an island. You form those relationships. Can we give a round of applause to all our panelists, all of them? Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Richard. We're going to come back to you. It's been such a rich discussion. Do we agree? Can I see in the chat? Such a rich discussion. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ekpeyong, as we continue to celebrate today. Well, let's continue.
Well done.
Ms. Ekpeyong, 1 minute.
Yes, okay.
Yes, I just want us to continue to appreciate our teachers, even as we celebrate this World Teachers Day. Teachers are the heartbeat of Africa. We are the heartbeat of Africa. So let me say the claps once again, claps, flowers for ourselves. Thank you. Over to you, Ms. Ekpeong.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Wani, and a big thank you to all our panelists. Teachers, thank you for your service. Like we always say, thank you for your service, like we say at TTN and AfriTeach. That was really an amazing session. Thank you so much. And on behalf of AfriTeach and TTN, I want to sincerely thank you for the first round of discussions, our dear panelists. Well done to every single one of you. And now, yes, in the spirit of collaboration, we've heard a lot about collaboration today. We're going to be listening to pre-recorded videos, this time from teachers celebrating teachers. All right, so bring it up now. Let's debut. Beautiful.
My name is Rwahama Umulisa Shekinah, and today I want to take a moment to honor all the teachers out there. Teachers are the foundation of everything that we know. Every skill, every knowledge, every innovation, every dream that we dare to chase, it all begins in the hands of a teacher. They're the quiet builders of nations that shape minds and nurtures hearts. We owe every kind of progress, whether it's personal progress or global development. So today, I want to take time to honor you, to celebrate you, to appreciate you, and honor all the impact you continue to make in people's lives, one learner at a time. Happy Teachers' Day.
Jambo from Nairobi, Kenya. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Madame de Messou. I want to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Teachers' Day. On this day, it's good also to remember our formative teachers who taught us from the word go. That is our mothers, our fathers, grandmothers, and grandfathers before we went to the formal school. It's always good to remember the teachers in the world, and more so at this time, we have to remember those brave ladies and gentlemen who are trying so hard to educate the children in the unsafe zones of this world. The Congo, Gaza, and so many other places, Haiti. It's always good to think about those teachers who brave it to impart education to the children of this world. We hope that you all have a fantastic World Teachers' Day, and let's get together and be appreciative of the opportunities we have been given by God and the government to impart education to these children. I want to say I'm happy to join you all in this forum, and I hope our discussion and our networking will bring us together to practice the best methods that we can impart the education to the children. I want to wish you well. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here, and we'll be talking more. Goodbye.
Good evening. My name is Jide from Nigeria. This message is to Africa's greatest teachers. It's your day. We are celebrating you, the unsung heroes of Africa. From teaching with limited resources to going the extra mile for your students, your impact is felt across this generation. My message to you today is keep shining your light and know that your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. You are making a difference. Happy Teachers' Day.
Teachers, happy Teachers' Day to you all again. From all of us at AfriTeach, the Transformational Teachers Network, TTN. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all that you do, for the sacrifice, the hard work. And can I just say this? Because today is all about you, all about celebrating you. I encourage you to sit put till the end of today's program, because we've got something special for you. Just before we round up today, we've got a raffle draw. So stay put, don't get up from your sofas. Stay there, okay? I'm going to call on Mrs. Okewo now for the next segment. Mrs. Okewo, over to you, please. Thank you very much. We're going to be having a session of a quiz. Mr. K will be taking us through a quiz. It's on Kahoot, so get your devices ready. Bring out your devices. Get them ready.
Thank you, Ms. Ekmayong. I couldn't enable my audio, but I can now. Can you hear me?
Yes,
can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Thank you very much. I must say that I have truly enjoyed every minute of this. I'm so grateful that I'm a part of this webinar. So to continue with the excitement, I have a very exciting activity for you. Please get your devices ready. We have a Kahoot quiz. And tell you what, put on your thinking cap and exercise your fingers because we need fastest fingers to be able to get top score in this Kahoot quiz. And just so you know, the top scorer will get a special gift from AfriTeach. So let's get it started. On the screen, you'll see a code. What you need to do is go to your browser, type in kahoot.it, kahoot.it. Once you do that, it will ask you for a code. You have the pin on the screen, type this pin in and put in your nickname and your name will appear on my screen. Another alternative is for you to scan the QR code of the screen and it will take you directly to a page where you need to put your nickname and then you appear on the screen. The first 40 people to get on will be eligible and will be able to come up. Somebody will have the top score and you will get a special gift from AfriTeach. Wow, I can see names already. Naz, Taj, yes, come, let's keep it coming. Oh, Mercy, welcome on board. 3 people, we're looking for 40. Oluwabumi, well done. Muthoni, well done. Oh my God, I can see Mercy again. Naz, yes, let's keep it coming. The first 40 people. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. Okay. Oh, I can see. Oh my God, you are quite awesome. Well done. Helen, you're welcome. 30 seconds more, I would start off. First 40 people, the top scorer is going to get a special gift from AfriTeach. Put on your thinking cap, exercise your fingers. This quiz is going to be checking speed and accuracy. You have to get it right and you have to do it fast. I think we can start, Mr. Bayomi. Good. Click on the color on your device that tallies with the correct answer. Well done, next one. Wow, RLS. Let's keep it coming. RLS. Again, well done. How LS? I would like to meet you. How LS again? Okay. Someone should be working very hard to take that position from RLS. Again. Wow. Yay, Val, RLS, work hard to come back. Val, well done. Wow. Morany pet. Okay, that's good. Competition is tough right now. Top scorer has a special gift from AfriTeach. Morany pets. Well done. Wow. Well done. RLS, please work hard to come back up. Oh my God, Morani pets. You're keeping it. Well done. Who is the winner? Oh my God. Oh my God. Val, well done, Val. Take a screenshot and post in the chat room. Let's see you. Well done and congratulations. You just won yourself a special gift from AfriTeach. You have a voucher from Mr. Adbayami. Are we going to share the voucher or much later?
Yes, we will. Mr. Val or Mrs. Val or Professor Val, whoever it is, you just reach out to us and we'll send you the code.
Drop your screenshot in the chat room. Thank you and well done. So very quickly, I'll go to the next section of what I have to do. Now I'm on social media drive. I would like everyone to still hold on to your devices because an AfriTeach would like you to get more information. And to do that, you'll have to follow AfriTeach on our social media handles. So I'm looking at my Instagram page right now on AfriTeach. I know the numbers that are there. I would like everyone connected. We have over 200 people connected right here. Please give us a follow now. Kindly follow the page. I'm monitoring to see how it's going. We will really, really appreciate it. Also, we have a Facebook page. Kindly follow us. Drop a comment and, share with somebody. We would love to have that. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I'll be monitoring as it's going. Thank you very much. It's been wonderful sharing this time with you. Thank you, Dr. Wani. Thank you, Ms. Ekpayong.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Okelwo. That was beautiful. And congratulations, Val. You've won yourself a voucher from Amazon. Great, great, great. Well done. All right. And now we've come to a very special highlight of today's session. Can we guess what that is? The unveiling of AfriTeach's logo and website. And to do that, I have none other person than Mr. Abayomi. Are you there, Mr. Abayomi? Over to you.
I am here. Thank you so much, Mr. Ekpayong. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined. I'm so happy to see everyone joining. And I want to say happy Teachers Day to you. Thank you for your service. That's what the CEO and the co-founder has she's instilled that in us to always be able to say thank you for your service to every educator, every teacher, every school owner who has given the opportunity for teachers to work. We thank you and we thank you for your service. So the AfriTeach logo, as you can see, the first thing here is Africa. It was done.
You sound a bit distant.
Oh, I'm sounding a bit distant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How about now, Ma? Is it better?
Keep going, but it just seems a bit distant. Okay.
Okay.
But please, we need to just do this very quickly. Thank you.
Yes. So we have Africa, and then we also have the children who, of course, we won't teach if we don't have children anyways. And so we have the vision, which was our brand overview. The vision of AfriTeach is to build an Africa where every teacher is a leader, every classroom a hub of innovation, newness, creativity, and every learner reaches their full potential. Our mission is to equip teachers across Africa with the skills, resources, and networks needed to lead, innovate, and unlock learners' full potential. Our core values was taken from TEACH, which is an acronym that captures everything we do and the future of African education. So for TEACH, we have T, which is teacher first empowerment, E, excellence through innovation, A, African-led solutions, C, collaborative growth, H, holistic impact. And of course, our target audience are teachers, school owners, school leaders, African educators, policymakers, community leaders, and educational donors. Like every logo, there's always a scrapbook where you have what has been worked on, ideas that you've jotted down, drawings that you've come across, just to bring out something. So this was our scrapbook where we had rough sketches in trying to come up with the logo. And so we decided that, okay, if we're going to talk about Africa, make this a global thing, then we have to have the map of Africa. We also have to put the graduation arts, which it's going to be explained in the next slide, and also a tassel. So the graduation heart, the significance is a universal symbol of education. It means achievement. It means excellence. It represents, the heights of knowledge and also start of new opportunities. So why did we do that? We used that because it aligns with our mission of empowering teachers, symbolizing their role as leaders and innovators in education. The map of Africa signifies Pan-African focus, rooting the brand in cultural and geographical context. Why did we do that? because our commitment is to build and...
Sorry, Abayomi, can you please increase your volume? You're, like Dr. said, you're sounding quite distant.
Okay.
Thank you.
How about now? Is this any better?
It's slightly better now, slightly better.
All right,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So I was talking about the map of Africa and why we use that. We use that because AfriTeach commitment is building an interconnected, thriving educational network across Africa. This is not just a Nigeria thing. It is not just a Ghana thing, except when we are fighting for jollof. But this is not just a Nigeria or Ghana thing. It's not just a Kenya thing. It's an African thing. And so we want to ensure that teachers and students benefit from innovation and leadership all across Africa. We use the graduation cap on the African map because it signifies leadership, it signifies education, and also signifies academic achievements across Africa. So why did we do that? Because we wanted to demonstrate that education is the foundation of Africa's development. Just as Dr. Kanayo said, education maybe even began in Africa. We know about the Ethiopians, we know about the Egyptians and the pyramids and all of that. We know that maths and all of that began in Africa. And so this was why we used that to demonstrate and position teachers as architects, builders of a brighter future by leading innovation and inspiring change. And of course, finally, the tassel. We use that to show the AfriTeach vision of continuous professional and personal development for educators, and to show the journey from leaders, from learners to leaders who will help to shape Africa's education. So as we go, I'd like virtual applause. Just put the applause in the chat box as we reveal the AfriTeach logo. Somehow, I know a lot of you might have seen it somewhere on our publicity materials, right? And so here we go. And there it is. This is the AfriTeach logo. This is what we came up with. So we have the one in blue and the one on the white background.
You need to skip all that, please.
Okay.
We need to,
all right.
Mr. Otto has to leave soon.
Oh, okay. So basically, why did we choose those colors? We chose blue because it fosters trust and dependability. It reassures educators that AfriTeach is a reliable platform for growth and learning. Orange helps to stimulate enthusiasm, excitement, and innovation. And so we hope that AfriTeach will become the pillar of education in Africa. And our thanks goes to these three people, our board of directors and co-founders, for helping to bring AfriTeach to life. Dr. Kehinde Nwani, who you've heard from, Mr. Otto Rwanda, who is the founder of Slum to School Africa, Professor Shade Ogunshola, who is the first female vice chancellor of the University of Lagos. And so our website is www.afriteach.org. It is not afriteach.com. It is not afriteach.net. It is not afriteach.ng. It is afriteach.org. afriteach.org. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Dr. Nwani.
Thank you. I thought you're inviting Mr. Otto to the platform.
Yes, I'd like to. Mr. Otto is here. I've been him a co-host. Yes, we would love to hear from you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nwani. Thank you very much for that very beautiful presentation about me. That was really inspiring. It's been a very inspiring day. And listening to all the stories, the energy, the passion, it's been truly inspiring. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can just do me one favor, put your hands together once again for Dr. Nwani, for Ekpeyong, for Dr. Soyombo, Dr. Kanayo, and all the speakers who have made today really awesome. I'm going to turn on my camera for 2 seconds. Yeah. So, this is not a wax.
So we know it's not AI.
Not AI. I mean, today, it could still be AI. AI could be given a prerequisite.
That's true. That's very true.
But I mean, it's been truly inspiring. When we first came together to imagine AfriTeach, I think it started with that simple but urgent question, that if Africa must truly realize its full potential, if we must be ready for the future, we must begin with those who shape it, and And I think that was where AfriTeach was birthed. But I want us to just reflect on a few things. It's been truly inspiring. I love the questions and answers and the recognition. We've celebrated teachers so much. But I want us to reflect on a few very salient points. You know, today across Africa, we still have 98 million children who are out of school. And more than, I mean, that's more than the population of so many African countries combined. Just imagine for a second, 98 million children who are out of school. And I want us to understand that this is not just an education crisis, it's a future crisis. Because if every child who is out of school is unable to get the basic education they need, that is a dream deferred, a voice that will be silenced forever, a potential that Africa will never be able to realize. But I also want us to reflect on a huge opportunity. You know, we've read several times and in several studies that Africa's population is growing faster than anywhere in the world. Today, we have 1.4 billion people on the continent. In 25 years, we're going to be 2.5 billion. Over 70% of that population will be under the age of 30. In fact, some data tell us 25. And that means by 2050, one in every young person in the world will be African. So think about that, ladies and gentlemen. If 1 in 3 young people across the world will be African, the question is, how do we prepare for this future? How do we build systems? How do we design tools? How do we create networks to ensure that this wave of young people become Africa's strength and not, you know, its struggle, not its nemesis? And this is what inspired AfriTeach. Right, we created AfriTeach because we believed that teachers are the key to Africa's transformation. We wanted to build a space where teachers could learn together, collaborate across borders, and be recognized as the true change makers that they are. And today it was really inspiring seeing teachers from Kenya, from Uganda, from Togo, from Rwanda, from Botswana, from Ghana. I was going to avoid Ghana because you guys have taken our jollof glory. Right, but it's just so great to see that collaboration has begun to form. So I want to just, you know, challenge every teacher here today. You know, what we have started is not just about the conferences. It's not just about the WhatsApp platforms and the various platforms, the social media. It's a community we want to build. We want you to realize that you're also co-founders. This is a movement we want to see grow and get teachers and educators to a place where they feel so proud of the profession. Today, we have all kinds of visas from Europe, from Asia, from America, poaching some of the best teachers we have on the continent. And so it's important that we realize that as teachers, we are going to be shaping this continent in a way that's, you know, in 25 years, we want to look back and be very proud that we were part of those who shaped the continent to become truly what it's meant to be. I love the very first speaker, you know, who talked about decolonizing our minds. And it's very important. We need to start decolonizing our curriculum. We need to start realizing who we truly are as Africans. And so I want us to leave here today feeling very proud of yourself. You're the reason why Africa's story continues to unfold with hope. You're the reason why young people will believe in themselves, will stay back on the continent, and you'll soon be the reason why Africa will rise to its rightful position. So let's start reimagining, let's start believing, let's start collaborating. Africa is counting on all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Round of applause.
Very much. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Orondam. Thank you so much, Otto Orondam. Orondam. Thank you very much. We heard it all. It says by 2050, 1 in every young person in the world will be an African. How do we prepare for this future? Then we have 98 million children who are out of school presently in Africa. Whoa, that's scary. All right, I'm sure you were all inspired by the first round of discussions we had from our panelists. We'll be joining them again for a final round of discussions, and leading us again in that session will be our very own Dr. Kehinde Wani. Can we put our hands together for Dr. Wani and the panelists as they come on board? Thank you.
Thank you once again, Ms. Ekpayong. Thank you, our dear co-founder, Mr. Otto Orondam. Thank you, Professor Shadi Ogunshola. She's not able to make it today, but she's also been very pivotal in, you know, our ability to do this. So thank you for that. And as Otto said, we are all co-founders. You know, I just love that pride that we have as Africans, and we should have. You know, 98 million students out of school. What are we going to do about it? So I'm glad it's a movement. It's not just, as he said, about conferences. It's a movement. You know, when he was talking, I thought to myself, I wish we had a pledge or a song, you know, something that will bring us all together and we say, and it's like an affirmation that we all continue to run with. And we will have that. So please all make sure you register, join our movement, join the platforms, you know, go to our website, just be part of this. All right, we are all co-founders of AfriTeach. Now, as we round up, just some final words from our experienced, so wise, you know, just experts and people who truly love what they do. They love education, they love the children, they love the teachers, but they're proud Africans as well. So we're going to round up. We're going to start this time from our gentleman, Mr. Richard, to give us just a few final words. What would you advise, Mr. Richard? Are you there? Can I see you? Can you enable your video? Great. So, what advice, Mr. Richard, would you give to fellow school owners across Africa, and also to the teachers and to the students? What advice would you give as we round up this session?
I think what I wanted to say is this: teaching is a very honorable job, and then I'm motivated every day by what Jesus Christ did. I'm a very strong Christian. It says that to be the greatest, you must be the greatest servant. And I just want everyone to know that serve and serve well. When you serve well, all the knowledge you need, all the strength you need will be handed to you. You go through challenges because it's part of life to go through challenges, but hang in there. Hang in there, and then your greatest reward, which is good health, long life, and prosperity, will be handed to you.
Beautiful.
Let's not forget about character. Character is about 99% what education is, and just 1% is intellectual ability. So serve well, and God himself will reward you.
Thank you so much for that. I always like to say education cannot be divorced from the moral dimension. There's that moral dimension, there's the virtues, there's character. And you know, as Africans, a lot of us are faith people, which is why I know that we will achieve everything, because we know, Africans know that there's a higher power. And I just love what you said. And leadership is about service. So even as we are raising the children, we're raising them to be leaders, and we're teaching them about service. As teachers, we're serving. As school owners and school leaders, we're serving. So servant leadership, very important. Thank you so very much. Dr. Mrs. Ronke Soyombo, one last word from you. I'll ask this question. Are you there? Can you please enable your video? Can I see you? Is Mrs. Soyombo here? Okay, I can see her name. But yes. Mrs. Soyombo, you are unmuted, but we can't see your video. Should I come back to you? Okay, I'll come back to Mrs. Soyombo. I would come back to her. Now, Miss Shekinah. Miss Shekinah, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I see you? Your lovely face. Thank you so much. So, Miss Shekinah, what words of encouragement would you like to leave with teachers across Africa today?
Okay, thank you very much. There's one thing that I would love to share with every teachers out there. because it's one of the most important things that I learned in this section. Okay, and remember, I'm an early years educator, so everything that I'll say is mostly on the early years basis.
Yeah.
So as teachers, we are always told that having connections.
This is Soyombo. I think you're unmuted, but we can't see you. This is Soyombo. You're unmuted. Okay, Samuel, can you please mute her? Thank you. Sorry, Mrs.
Yes, ma'am.
Shekinah. It's all right. So I was saying, as teachers, we are always told that having connections with our learners will help us achieve more. But no one really tells us how to kind of have those or make those connections. And then teachers think it's being cool and, you know, jumping and trying to be a cool teacher, which will make you, I don't know, lovely or lovable to the kids. Which is also a good thing, by the way, but it's really more deeper than that. It goes way beyond that. One thing that I learned with what I do, or within the years that I've been an educator, is, as we know, the adults, we all have, being the youngest, I believe being the youngest panelist here.
You are.
I'm going to use a more young language that everyone can understand, okay? So that everyone can understand what I'm trying to say. We all have what I can call love language.
Yes.
Okay, so my love language might be quality time. Yours might be gifts.
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. But guess what? These kiddies have love languages too.
Yeah.
So what I learned is that when you discover, when you really know their love language, you know how to love them. You will then know how to love them. You have, for example, let's say I have a class of 20 learners. They're all different. They all come up from different backgrounds. Some are tactile, others are not. Others want to be noticed. Others didn't even want to come to school. So how can you help them? So I know maybe I'm stepping aside. This is what, can you say it? This is what I had brought. They asked me to bring something that represents my teaching philosophy. Because I didn't have it, I drew it. I don't know if you can say it. We can, okay. So I drew a bus, right?
Okay.
With different seats, okay?
Yeah.
This is one bus and it is a moving bus.
Right.
Okay. It has different places. It has different seats. Some are in front, others are in the middle, and others are the row, like at the back of the bus. But we're all moving in one bus. Okay. My teaching philosophy is this: we are a moving bus. Some kiddies are really like slow. Their pace is slow. You have to take them slow. Others are fast. Others, so it has to be differentiated. You don't want to lose the fast ones, but again, you don't want to ignore those who are slow. So when you now know their language, you will know this one needs more affection. Some really, all they need is affection. Okay. So when earlier I said some teachers in the Africa, or I don't know which part of Africa, are still traditional, I'll also mention that. Let's be more open-minded. Let's open our eyes, as Miss, I don't remember, said about decolonize our perspectives. Because listen, last year I had this child. He hated school for whatever reason, but he was into conversations. We would have morning walks every day. And I got to learn a lot from him. And if I tell you what the child they gave me and the child that I gave back is a really wonderful moment. So one thing that I'm trying to say is get to know your children, know their love language, and love them differently. Okay. Some teachers will think you're loving others more than the others, but it's really not. I'm just loving you in your own language. I know this one likes this. I know. Yeah, so that is what I have to say. Loving them in their language is going to help us as teachers as well, because when you have a strong connection with this children, they don't want to disappoint you. They really want to show, they want to impress you. So it then helps you cover all the other aspects that you want to cover. So it's beyond academics. It's really on a personal level. Plus, let's be intentional teachers. Everything that you do, is it because they say that? Is it because what are we doing and why are we doing it? Let's be intentional with what we're doing. We know the curriculum that we're using, we know the standards, they mentioned morals, all of those. Let's be intentional with it. That is what I think is
honestly
hard on my heart today.
It's been a pleasure just listening to you and every other speaker. And, personalized learning, when we're personalizing the learning, we're catering to each child. No child is left behind. I like the example of the bus, and that's it. We're all moving. We're differentiating learning. We're adapting learning to ensure that we cater to the need of every child. And I like the aspect of the love. Love motivates everything, not the end result, not so that I can become the best teacher. It is the love that I have for my children. Awesome. Thank you so much. Mrs. Soyombo, are you ready? If not, I'm going to hear from Mrs. Soyombo. Are you ready? All right. So, Mrs. Kanayo, can we have a last word from you? What advice? Are you there, Mrs. Kanayo? Can I see you, please? Mrs. Kanayo, are you there? Okay, she said to unmute. Okay, Mrs. Soyombo needs to be unmuted. And I guess Mrs. Kanayo might need to be unmuted as well. Samuel, please unmute. Okay. Mrs. Soyombo, are you unmuted? Who is unmuting? Can I hear somebody tell me they're being unmuted? Samuel?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you unmuted Mrs. Soyombo?
Sorry, we can't. I don't think Mrs. Soyombo is on the call.
She is. She just put on the platform, please unmute me. Or can we say, okay, she said she's not yet unmuted. Mrs. Kanayo, are you there? Is she muted as well? Can you just unmute everybody? Sorry, we're wrapping up in a minute.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I've just been unmuted. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mrs. Soyombo, thank you so much for that. So as we're rounding up, I wanted just one key advice that you would share with African policy makers, in your case as a regulator. Can you give us just one advice for the African policy maker about supporting teachers so that we can continue to thrive as educators?
Hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will say strong pedagogical skill, because we have quite a lot of teachers out there with great subject knowledge, but sometimes we find it hard to actually break it down to the level of those children. We have to personalize it. We have to adapt things to suit the gifted and talented children. Then the less able children have got to be taken along with them as well, because you will see that sometimes the middle learners learn more in classes, but not the less able. And also we're not extending learning enough for the gifted and talented children. So we need to find a way to be able to cope with all this.
Thank you so much. So you want the policymakers to understand that it's not just content knowledge, it's pedagogical knowledge and pedagogical content knowledge, how to teach particular content to your learners. So that's just simply amazing. Thank you so much. Mrs. Kanayo, are you there? The very last word of advice from you? One piece of advice that you would give fellow school owners across Africa. Are you there? Mrs. Kanayo, we really would love to hear from you one last time before we round up. Is she there? Okay. Wow.
No,
it's not. Okay. All right then. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to hand over to Samuel. Mr. Samuel, you're going to just quickly, in 1 minute, tell us a bit about the next steps regarding AfriTeach. We have our co-founders here, and they want to know what the next step is. What's AfriTeach about? How can we join the movement? Over to you, Mr. Samuel.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me in. And thank you to everyone for participating actively in every session. Now, AfriTeach is a Pan-African organization. We are we've set out to empower teachers, to empower educators across Africa. We want to help every teacher, every educator in Africa to become leaders, to become innovators, to become transformational agents across Africa. And to do this, we have one of our very first entry points, which is the professional learning community. Now, everyone on this call, I would please enjoin you, ensure you are in our WhatsApp group, ensure you are following us on our social media platforms. And that's because these are the channels with which you're going to be getting communication, information about what we are doing, our interesting programs, our developmental trainings, monthly trainings. And of course, we have a very, very special program that is dear to our hearts at AfriTeach. It's a Pan-African Fellowship program. I am not going to go into details right now because I want you to join our professional learning community. From there, you're going to be getting a lot of information as it concerns what the next steps would be. Aside that, after this call, you are going to be getting, within the week, a goodie bag. It's going to be a combination of teaching resources, repository, links to help you enrich your lessons, and of course, help you collaborate better with your teachers in school, across different schools in Africa. And of course, we're going to be sending in other information as it concerns how to register for some of our programs, our courses, which are rolling out very soon. But most importantly, you need to join our platforms to ensure that you get all the updates as it concerns our information. Another thing I would like to mention here is that for everyone who came on this call today, you are going to be getting a digital certificate. I don't know if you're excited about that, but I am. Please, if you're excited about that, you can show some love with your emojis just to show, yes, thank you. You're going to be getting a certificate. So you didn't just come to the sofa to hear amazing speakers from across Africa, but you're going to be going back with a certificate to show that you have attended a Pan-African event, that has enriched you as a teacher or as an educator. And then we are going to be doing something very quickly. If you are far away from your phones, quickly pick it up, because I'm going to be doing something very quick. I'm going to ask you a very simple question, and I want you to respond in the chat. A very simple question. And once I say go, you start typing in. I want to see it coming in like a waterfall on the chat box. So the question goes like this. Are you ready? Okay, so in one word, how would you describe today's events? In one word. Let me see it rolling. In one word, we are doing this in the next 20 seconds. Oh, fabulous, amazing, spectacular, impressive, amazing, phenomenal, impactful, mind-blowing, engaging, awesome, fantastic, educative, illuminating. Oh, beautiful. I need some more, 10 seconds more. Enlightening, insightful, superb, educating. Amazing. Thank you. Let's keep up this energy because we are moving to a raffle draw segment. We are going to be, spinning the wheel, and people here on this call, you are going to be winning amazing prizes. Please, if you're unmuted, If you are muted, you can stay muted so you can focus on winning. Let's see. Are you ready? Are you ready? You will be seen on the screen in the next 10 seconds. In the next 10 seconds, the screen is going to pop up and you're going to be seeing the wheel. Okay. Now, all your numbers have been coded into this, so it makes it very easy for us to know those who are our winners. We are going to be having 5 different winners. We already have 1 winner from our Kahoot game. We're going to be having books being distributed to you. We're going to be having, importantly, a discount in one of our courses that will be rolled out immediately after this call, immediately after this event. So do well, begin to pray. For those who are very prayerful, now begin to pray. Now, can you spin the wheel? Let's go for the first one. Spin the wheel is spinning, is rolling. Who is the lucky winner of our first raffle? Oh, somebody said Trailblazing. Okay. If you are the owner of this number, you have just won a book. A book from one of our co-founders and CEO, Dr. Kende Wani. It's a book on leadership. You raised me up. You're going to be getting that book from us. Now, can we spin the wheel again? Spin the wheel again. Don't worry, we have your numbers, so we're going to contact you. I hope those numbers are on WhatsApp. I hope you're on our WhatsApp platform because, oh, amazing. We have another number. If you are on the call and that's your number, you can just send in a message to say, that's me. Or give an emoji. Okay, that's our second winner. And then let's spin the wheel again. The third prize, who's going to be the lucky winner? Okay, someone said I'm not on the WhatsApp platform. Don't worry, the link will be dropped immediately. Another winner. Okay, we have another winner. Who is the last? Oh, he's going to be the last, but not the least, of course. The last winner, okay. Okay, let's spin the wheel for the 4th time. We're going and getting tense. It's getting tense in here. Amazing. So please, let's say congratulations to our winners. You can go on the chat box and just type congratulations. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you. You will be hearing from us. Do not forget, ensure you are part of our professional learning community. The WhatsApp link will be dropping on the chat box immediately my voice goes out. Once again, thank you for joining. I will now invite back our amazing and highly esteemed Dr. Kende Wani. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuel, for that. Thank you. And all the winners, I applaud you. So you will get some gifts that I've written 2 books that you would absolutely love. One is a motivational book. It says, "You raised me up." You would love that book. And then the other one is a leadership book that says "Behind the Curtains." So you can see what the life of a leader looks like and how to develop your leadership skills. We do have Amazon vouchers for some of you. And for the last person, we are going to give you a huge discount on one of our courses coming up soon. Now, in the AfriTeach, we have 4 arms, roughly. We do have the professional learning community, our communities of practice. By now, I hope you have joined. Everything we do there is free. Meanwhile, there is a training either to do with personal growth or professional growth every month. We don't believe that a teacher is just about the profession. We want to cater to your personal growth as well. You want to cater to lifestyle, your finances. How can you be more financially literate? How can you improve your health? You know, we want to look at your life and we want to be able to give you courses, workshops that would help you. So please join our professional learning community. It's absolutely free. Then we have the academy. We have the AfriTeach Academy, where we look at very life-changing, top-rate trainings and workshops. Expert trainers will come and train you. Be part of our academy. We'll pay for the trainings, but very much subsidized. And then, of course, Mr. Samuel mentioned the fellowship program, where we can get leaders. It's fully sponsored, but we're going to groom and raise excellent leaders who can change the story in Africa. That is our fellowship program. Then we do have an accreditation arm that works with schools. One more time, can I see a round of applause for AfriTeach? AfriTeach, from our co-founders, every one of you are co-founders. Thank you. As I give the vote of thanks, I just want to thank you all very much once again. I want to thank the Lord God Almighty. In Africa, we are not ashamed to know that there's a divine being. So we thank God for everything. I want to thank our amazing speakers. I just need the flowers and the claps. Honestly, I could listen to them all day. And for each and every one of you, we're bringing you back. Mrs. Kanayo, we're bringing you back. Dr. Soyombo, our own Dr. Soyombo, Mr. Richard, and our darling Miss Shekinah. I could listen to you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Daddy.
And then we would like to, I just want to thank everybody for being here, for staying for this long. I just want to thank you all. Can we just have final round of applause? Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I pray that you have a good week. It's going to be an awesome week. Awesome week. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, Dr. Wani. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, our great panelists. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, great participants.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Yes, thank you. Yes, yeah. Thank you. Beautiful. Yes. Goodbye. My dear sis, Mrs. Oyekomi, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, I can see my people here. Thank you, everyone. Adeto, thank you. I could see the comments from you all the time. Well done. Thank you, Adeto. Yeah, Bianca, I can see you. Yeah. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, Kenneth Gabriel. Thank you. Yes. Our John of Faithful. Yes.